Hi, it's Michael. What is going to be discussed here may make you feel angry and defensive, but please rest assured it's meant in a friendly and respectful way. Just sometimes a spade needs to be called spade, and certain things need to be examined so we don't fall into robotic, unhealthy scenarios. The way we conduct our lives reflects our inner state, how we are inside. That's obvious if you reflect on it. A famous dude said, "Show me a man's library and I can tell you what kind of man he is." The entertainment we choose, the music we like to listen, the friends we pick, and so on, all this is a reflection of our inner state. And part of this is also the choice of colors, not to be underestimated. And colors are not just pretty things to look at. It is shown beyond any doubt that dark, murky, muddy colors psychologically make us feel more down, and bright, lively colors make us feel happier and more upbeat. Imagine walking into a garden where every plant would be black or very dark green, very, very dark blue, or very dark brown. Would you find such a garden enticing to spend time in? Probably not. So lately it's been a fashion, it's been a trend for people to associate with, to use black and very dark, muddy colors, murky colors, but mostly black. Black clothes, black houses, black cars, and so on. And this choice of darkness, of dark color, reflects some kind of a disharmony within the person. An upbeat, happy, and at least relatively healthy person does not naturally choose a black color to associate with, whether for clothes, whether for houses, whether for cars, for whatever. Now, sometimes there may not be any choice, since certain clothes is available only in black color or mostly in black color, so there may not be any choice, which is fine. But when there is a choice, and with the color of cars and with the color of houses and so on, there definitely is a choice, then that's another matter. And it has been observed, and it makes perfect sense, that when people love black color and it's their favorite color, there is some probably deep-rooted issue within the person that brings up this dark association. People that represent light, or people that are full of light, associate with light, right? Light, bright colors. So if somebody associates with black color, that means there is some kind of a darkness within the person. And it's been my observation from my experiences that this really jives physically as well. An example from actual life is that a boss that really likes his car black as the car could get. Everything, he would prefer to have everything blackened. He was very distrustful of people. He was a micromanager, and he didn't have good, healthy relationship with people. When in this life, when driving and seeing an accident or seeing cops stopping somebody, or seeing somebody driving in some stupid way, driving way too fast, driving erratically, or driving too slowly, too cautiously, most of the time, if not all the time, it's a black car, or if it's not a black car, then it's usually blackened windows in the front of the car. All this put together obviously is not a coincidence. So if you find yourself mirrored in this, that you like black color and that you have black car, now of course you may come up with excuses. The mind is fantastic coming up with excuses. It justifies everything any way it can. Black car doesn't show so much dirt. Black car is low maintenance. Black color for my clothes doesn't show my boobs so much. Blah, 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 blah. So, again, if you see yourself in this, there is no point in getting pissed at me for saying all this, or getting defensive. Just reflect on this and recognize it as a symptom of something unhealthy within, and something that needs to be addressed, not swept under the carpet, not denied, not be angered about, not be ashamed of. None of these emotions, just simply scientific observation of this, and then trying to, which way do we go? Let's go this way. And trying to reverse engineer it in the sense that introducing more light into your life, choosing brighter colors, happier colors, staying away from black cars and black houses as much as possible. It's really not worth it. Black color or very dark, murky colors, they suppress the human aura, and that also is not helpful for human health. And of course, healthy people can handle black color fine, probably. At worst, it's going to be neutral for them, not helping but not hurting either. But how many of these healthy people are on this planet? Not very many. So for people that have still a lot of neuro-emotional issues, which is most people, is almost everybody, black color is really not a good choice. And susceptible people can get stuck, spiritually stuck, when in the presence of black color, and it kind of makes me cringe when I see parents loading their little children into black cars. Again, you may think it's trivial, it's not a big deal, but it is not a trivial. No part of existence is trivial. It is all important. It is all very important. And it's interesting to notice one thing, that In the Middle Ages, when the world was dark and there were many wars and so on, people in Europe were building houses that had bright facades, bright colors, yellows, bright yellows, greens, orange, reds, whites. If you visit some of the old towns in Europe, you can see all this bright architecture. And that was at the time when the world was in dark ages, so to speak. And now that the world is much more affluent, at least here in the West, you see that people are more and more using dark, muddy, murky colors, which seems very ironic. Perhaps it's because subconsciously humanity knew that it was in deep shit hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and they needed something to keep themselves upbeat, so they came up with bright colors for buildings and for building interiors. And now that people are affluent and this kind of extra upbeat help may not be as needed, and the world is somewhat more peaceful, then people allow their unresolved issues to come to the surface more, and they come to the surface in the form of darkness, of choosing dark, murky colors to associate with. Okay, so again, to reverse this, if you find yourself in this, that it is your life too, then again, to undo it, then learning about spiritual truth, for example, from Osho, Dr. Deepak Chopra, J. Krishnamurti, videos on this YouTube channels and so on, and choosing bright color, writing, choosing bright happy words, and using neuro-emotional technique if one has access to it. Neuro-emotional technique, NET, the practitioners, the doctors can be found on the website netmindbody.com, netmindbody.com. Neuro-emotional technique helps detect subconscious issues and helps resolving them, so replacing darkness with light, which is very helpful. And of course, chiropractic helps keep the nervous system running as optimally as it can under the given circumstances, and together they work synergistically. And of course, praying helps too. Praying is not a religious thing. Well, it is, but it goes beyond religion. It is also a spiritual thing. And it is very helpful in aligning oneself with the divine. And of course, showing kindness to all life without exception and so on. So if there are any questions and comments, they can be left below the video. And that's it for this talk. Wishing you a healthy and joyful life. Michael out.